Hi, how are you? It's incredible how time flies. Christmas is almost here, although some people think that it's still far away. In Spain, like anywhere else, we have typical dishes for the holidays. For example, the turrón. I love the turrón from Alicante, Valencia. One of these sweet dishes, I like it so much that I cook it and eat it all year round because it's not only tasty, but also great as a dessert or a perfect bite to be served with coffee or tea. Today we are making roscos de huevo, or Spanish egg donuts. We have two groups of ingredients. This one is to make the syrup for the donuts, and the other group the ingredients needed for making them. For the syrup we need 3/4 of a cup or 180 milliliters of water, 1/4 of a cup or 60 milliliters of rum, and 1/2 of a cup or 120 grams of sugar. To make the dough, we'll use 1/2 of a cup or 120 milliliters of olive oil, the zest and the juice with no pulp of the half of a medium-sized orange, a cinnamon stick, 1/2 of a cup or 120 milliliters of milk, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 large egg, 1/2 of a teaspoon of anise extract, 2 cups of flour. The second one will be divided half and half in 2 plates, and 1/2 of a cup or 120 grams of sugar. We'll use more sugar to coat the roscos at the end. In a small frying pan over low heat, add the 1/2 of a cup of olive oil. When the oil is hot but not burning, add the zest and the cinnamon. Fry the ingredients until the zest starts getting a bit brown on the edges. Then remove the zest and the cinnamon from the oil and let it cool down. In the meantime, let's make the syrup. It's very easy. In a small saucepan, add the water, the rum, and the sugar. Stir. Turn the heat to medium, and when the mix starts bubbling, let it cook for 7 minutes. Stir occasionally. Remove from heat, place it in a bowl, and let it cool down. When the olive oil is at room temperature, it's time to start making the dough. In a large bowl, add the egg and whisk. Add the sugar and mix. Then add the milk, the orange juice, the anise, the olive oil, 1 cup of flour, and the baking soda. Mix thoroughly and get rid of any lump. Then add 1/2 of a cup of flour and mix again. This dough is super easy to make, even easier than the dough of my bread. Lastly, add the last 1/2 of a cup of flour and mix. The content is well mixed. Cover it with a cloth and let it settle for 30 minutes in a place at room temperature. Time to make and deep fry the roscos in a medium-sized pan over a very low heat with plenty of olive oil. Make sure you have at hand a plate with paper towel on top. As the dough is sticky, put some olive oil on your hands. Don't forget your fingertips. Place some dough on your hand, make a ball, and flatten it. Then with your thumbs, make a hole in the middle. Don't worry if it's not very big, since the weight of the dough will make it bigger when placing the donut in the pan. Don't overfry the donuts because they will get very dry inside. We are almost done. Don't let the roscos cool down. Coat them with the syrup that has to be at room temperature, and then with sugar. I always coat them with lots of sugar since some of it will remain on the plate when serving or eating them, and because the roscos look more appealing as if it snowed sugar on them. And on the side, homemade candied oranges. This looks delicious. Let's try it. Buenísimo! Thank you so much for watching. This traditional recipe brings me to my childhood and family gathered together making roscos in the kitchen. Buenísimo!